Now to a tradition that's enjoyed by some 70 million readers every year, the Sports Illustrated Swimsuit issue. Its editors are celebrating a milestone with the release of a new book, Sports Illustrated Swimsuit, 50 Years of Beautiful. Christie Brinkley is one of the iconic models who has graced the magazine's cover. Christie, it's good to see you. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
3 times in a row you graced the cover, which I think is a record that still stands. Do you remember the first time?
Yes, I do. It was, I started doing the issue in 75, but it was in 79. My cover from the most gorgeous place in the world,
there
the
Seychelles
right Islands. And
you were living in Paris at the time. Modeling wasn't even your full-time job.
Well, actually, when I did my first issue, I was still living in Paris. And I did a picture sort of from the side in a thong, which was so racy at the time. I mean, I still think that thongs are racy.
Right.
You know, it's like one thread, right? But I was only posing from the side. I was kind of, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, don't look, anybody. And then
too late.
And so and the magazine came out in America, and then everybody started calling me in Paris and going, "Oh my gosh, everybody's talking about you. You're like in a magazine, you're practically naked." And I was like, "Oh my gosh, you're kidding me."
Instantly changes your life when you're on the cover or on the pages of that magazine.
Instantly. Even a little picture like that changed my life. And then the cover, well, forget about it. That was day and night.
Did you ever have a picture in the magazine that you didn't like, that you thought was not flattering? It would seem hard to believe, but did you ever look at one and go, I wish they hadn't used that?
Well, actually, my very first picture, the very first pose I ever did for Sports Illustrated, I was in Cancun. Walter Yost was the photographer. My orders for the day were go out and get a suntan. And I woke up in the President of Mexico's private home. Nothing else was built in Cancun at the time, with a knock at the door saying, "Would you like us to go fishing for your breakfast, or would you like us to pick some fruit from the trees?" And I said, "Oh, a little of both. I'll be working on my tan." And
nice work if you can get it.
Exactly. And then about 5 in the afternoon, Julie Campbell came and said, "Christie, we want you to do a shot." And she handed me a tiny little pink thing on the bottom and a little shawl, which she knotted really hard, which sort of compressed the girls down.
Mm-hmm.
And
is that what you called them?
Yeah, or your yays, boost your yays, or so. Okay, so then, and to top it off, I was living in Paris at the time, and the in hairdo was a perm, and they had permed my hair, and it was, well, it looks like Harpo Marx. I get to Mexico. We did not have hairdressers and makeup artists back in the day when I started. So there I am, burnt to a crisp. I'm as pink as the pink thing. It's pushing me down. I've got the Harpo Marx hair, and they keep running that picture
over and over again. Before I let you go, we're talking about the history of the magazine, 50 years. Real quickly, you're about to turn 60, and just 10 seconds. How does it feel?
I'm like, gosh, you guys are making such a big deal about turning 50. Come talk to me when you turn 60, okay?
You look fantastic.